poor cosmic image, humans are eager for their first contact, even if it proves that we're not as advanced as we think. But this raises the concern whether the people of Earth will be properly prepared for an alien encounter.
Ships of an alien source are approaching from the sky. Radio contact has been attempted but cannot be established. Instructions are to prepare for an attack by an unknown enemy.
Some films delight in showing us how governments would panic, military forces would go into all-out defense mode, people would lose their religious faith, all because we discover a superior life form.
What scares me about locating extraterrestrial intelligences is the possibility of a culture becoming unbalanced, going psychotic. It's going to be complete chaos.
The arrival of aliens in Hollywood's version always takes Earthlings by total surprise. In reality, our first alien encounter would be likely to arrive in the form of an intercepted radio signal or an observation made by astronomers or other space scientists. But if these experts find indisputable evidence of another cosmic intelligence, Earth really isn't ready for the consequences. Space specialists like Peter Scheckel emphasize the need to plan now for the problems of meeting E.T.
And I think that adequate security arrangement would have to be made. Security in terms of really security for mankind. And measures of safety, of biological safety, for instance, for us and for the visitors. And we should discuss who should be the interlocutors of those extraterrestrials. Because there would also be tremendous rivalries. Everybody would like to be on the team, you know, to talk to them.
But in the United States, the government has no plan of action. The Pentagon, no protocol. The FBI and the CIA, no protocol. But the United Nations is debating what to do in the event of alien contact.
Well, I think officials would first be likely, in the event of finding out about intelligent life, to go to the scientists. And then the scientists would call up the science fiction writers.
One of the few groups thinking about future contact is SETI, the group listening to the cosmos for possible alien signals.
We've agreed, everybody that's doing this research has signed on to an agreement that the information will be shared all around the world. No information will be kept secret. But we don't have a protocol for what if we should respond, who should be able to respond for Earth, should the United Nations draft a message, or what should happen. Some people say it shouldn't be just one message that is supposed to represent all of mankind, all of Earthlings, but maybe we should just let everybody reply and let the other civilization make sense of, you know, what our Earth is like.
Scientists are seriously thinking about alien encounters as evidence mounts that something may be living out there in space. The ongoing work of SETI, the Mars discovery, the new planets found by Butler and Marcy, and NASA's plans to put interferometers into space all bring science closer to challenging the belief that humans are unique in the universe.
In our own galaxy, there are 100 billion stars. The Milky Way galaxy is probably teeming with planets, teeming with life at some level, intelligent or not. But in addition, there are at least 100 billion galaxies, each of which are more or less carbon copies of our own Milky Way galaxy. So there are a heck of a lot of chances out there for Darwinian evolution to charge ahead and eventually yield a species kind of like us.
The notion that maybe other life is forming out there, it certainly has religious implications. You know, if there's intelligent life out there, how do the major religions react to this?
Major religions are aware of the new astronomical finds. The question is whether or not they'll react as they did in the past. Butler and Marcy can count themselves lucky. There was a time in medieval Europe when their kind were imprisoned, like Galileo. A monk named Giordano Bruno was burned at the stake by the Church of Rome for suggesting there were other suns, other planets, and other beings. But today, the Vatican studies the heavens just as Bruno and Galileo did. It has its own observatories in Arizona and in Italy. This telescope is at Castel Gandolfo, the Pope's summer residence near Rome. It helped map the Milky Way before light pollution made it difficult to see the stars.
The Church should not be behind science, it should be there with science. It should be thinking along the implications of scientific results.